I'm Shruti Rajalakshmi. I have cracked UPSC CSE 2021 with the rank 25. I live in Ranchi. I have done my schooling from Jamshedpur and Delhi and my graduation from IIT BHU Varanasi. I've also worked at Goldman Sachs for 8 months, after which I started preparing for the exam. I actually shouted to my parents that, yeah, I've got rank 25. So this did happen with me because I did not expect this rank at all. No, it hasn't sinked in till now. The only good feeling that I've had is that I don't have to attempt the exam next time, but probably it will sink it in some days. So this is very funny. My father actually started shouting to everyone in the house, Shruti IAS ban gayi. They were very happy. So I was happy that they were so happy about it. This was my second attempt at UPSC. I had attempted this exam earlier in 2019. My parents were very happy because they did want me to prepare for this exam. So no issues on that side. So I did realize it in the early part of my last semester in college, but I fully dedicated my towards my preparation only when I left my job. So in last months of my job, I was completely sure that I did not want to continue here, and probably administration was something more suited for me. It does happen that since you are doing something completely different from your peers, your friends, so nobody in my friend circle was preparing for this exam, so I did not have interactions on a daily basis with them. But yes, in 3 to 4 months, we used to talk once and exchange info about each other. But after I have cleared the exam, a lot of congratulatory messages are coming in, and my social life is gradually reviving. The whole lockdown period was very taxing, especially in the second wave of COVID. A lot of relatives succumbed to COVID. So dealing with that and keeping the whole family safe also, because we also got infected that time, it was a very bad period. And secondly, I think my bad period was once I attempted a prelims mock sometime later, and I scored very badly in it. I was really crying that I can't crack this exam. But then after that, I kind of reoriented my strategy, focused more on revising, and then I did gradually improve. I think especially if you're preparing alone, the fact that you have nobody to compare your performance with, nobody to guide you, is a very challenging thing which happens. So where you are standing in with respect to your peers, you don't have anybody who can solve your doubts also. So you sometimes also self-doubting comes in when you're not sure that you are capable enough to solve this exam. So this is a factor which did affect me at some point of time, but then I used to get over it. I used to think if I have to give the exam, I'll just continue doing my work, and what happens, it will just happen. So I felt that probably I had so when I was preparing alone, I also had an edge because I had the time which was required to read all the standard books and all the NCERTs that we have, which I don't think is the case when you attend a full-fledged classroom coaching somewhere. Probably it simplifies that for you, but I think I was very positive about the fact that I had a lot of time and I could plan my day on my own terms. I could give importance to something which I thought was more important rather than being guided by somebody else. So yeah, there were positives of preparing alone as well. I think a lot of my preparation was online. I depended on current affair notes which were there, which came daily online. Plus a lot of things which we read is not understandable at first. We have to Google it, we have to understand it. So a lot of things did happen online, plus also searching for articles and searching for points in those articles which you can get you can insert in your mains answer. So that all happened online, but I ensured that I did not use internet for I did not want internet to be a distraction for me, so I completely stopped watching any kind of YouTube videos or movies during the preparation. I was very self-motivated, so I stayed away from it. Yes, I did watch some educational content, like for any subject. If I did not understand the concepts well, I did refer to some content on YouTube. So when I started preparing for UPSC in the initial phases, the first thing I needed was some source to start from. So Unacademy had a lot of free videos. I remember that I think I prepared my anthropology optional book list also from there. I think there was an educator who explained it very well, that which books we have to study and how do we have to study. I think I also watched a video by Roman Saini himself, which was, I think, about the polity part, that which chapters are more important to focus on and all that. So that helped me define a strategy for the exam. And in the later part, when I qualified for the interview, so I did join the Unacademy Last Mile program. So the interview was a very good experience because I did get a lot of good feedback on which I worked, and probably it helped me in my final interview. I remember Last Mile also had a list of like the previous year transcripts for the interviews. So that kind of helped me in searching for prospective questions that could come up. And the mock interview that actually happened, the panel was very experienced, and they asked a lot of aspects of my DAF which I had not covered well, came up in those questions. So I did work on them. So I would like to give a shout out to Runal Patel because sir's lectures on economics were very interesting. The way he creates those presentations helps you internalize those things which you need to remember. Sir does not give you a whole list of things that you need to remember. It's not very in detail. Sir also says something like, "Is par PhD nahi karni hai." So that is quite interesting. So he only gives the relevant points. So I like that. I would like to say that please, if you're preparing, just refer to the previous toppers' strategies, what you have learned on the internet, and don't run for multiple sources. That is very important. And please, whatever you have learned, just try to practice them through tests. That is important, and never feel that you cannot qualify this exam. If you have put in the hard work, you will get through this exam. So online learning, I think, is a lot of it depends. So you have a lot of choice. So you can choose the content that you want to watch, where you are lacking. So if you join an offline coaching, probably you will have to abide by their modules, by their schedules, and you'll have to go to the classroom to learn it. So in offline, you can do it at your home, at your convenience, and you can watch only those lectures which you think you are lacking at. So I think there's more convenience in online learning. The quote says, "Nothing is impossible." So that was basically my motto during my preparation, and that should be the driving force of anyone's life. Thank you for watching this video.